Hey guys, it's Maddy. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a very hearty and comforting Korean soup. In Korean, we call it sogogi mukguk. Sogogi means beef and mukguk means radish soup. So let's call it a Korean beef radish soup. This is more of the flavors that you might find in an everyday Korean home meal rather than at a restaurant because the ingredients are humbler and simpler and the flavors are mild. You might find the more savory and sweet and strong flavors that are popular in Korean restaurants, but this is more like a taste of home. My mom and grandma used to make this all the time for us. So if you've never tried this before, you're inviting the flavors of a Korean home to your own kitchen. Let's get started. Here are the ingredients we need. First, I have a pack of short ribs, radish. This is a Korean radish, green onions, and some garlic. We're gonna need some soy sauce, sesame oil, and the soup base pack you can find at H Mart. I'll link everything below with the recipe in the description. So, since we're making about 2 portions, we don't need the whole bag of the soup pack. I like to cut it open and just take out 2 pieces of kombu, 2 to 3 pieces of dried anchovy, and maybe a piece of dried shrimp. We're gonna pour about 3 cups of water and let it boil while we prep the ingredients. This broth will give a nice depth to the flavor of the soup. And let's prep the ingredients. Super simple and super easy. This is a Korean mu or a Korean radish, and you can find it in Asian supermarkets. And I'm gonna use about 2 inches in thickness, just like this, and cut off the bottom. So this is about 2 portions, but honestly you can use as much radish as you want. Peel the outside. I think it would have been easier if I peeled the radish before cutting it off, but this works too. And once you're done peeling it, cut it in half. And then into slices. You can cut them into smaller pieces, but the more it's bite size, meaning enough for you to lift a few pieces with your spoon, it'll be tastier and easier to eat. We don't want to slice the radish too thick, otherwise it'll take too long to cook. When you're done, set it aside, and now we have our beef. I got short ribs, but honestly you can use any part of beef for the soup base as long as you can cut them into strips like I'm doing right now. Because the soup is meant to be boiled for a while, either way the beef becomes tender, but I usually like to eat my soup right away, and short ribs always taste good even after boiling for 15-20 minutes. I know short ribs aren't so humble of an ingredient, but hey, the way we can elevate the ingredients but still enjoy the old traditional flavors, I think is a modern upgrade. So you can use half a cup to 1 cup of beef according to your preference. And in a new pot, add a tablespoon of sesame oil. And once the pot is hot, add your beef. We're gonna stir fry it in the pot until you hear the sizzling sounds. And when it's only very slightly brown, add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And we're gonna continue to cook the beef on medium heat. Once the beef is mostly cooked and it's boiling like this, add the radish. And we're also gonna stir fry the radish as well for about 5 minutes. And as you cook the radish, you're gonna see its color change into a nice even brown. And then add half the anchovy broth in, boil on high heat for 2 minutes. We're adding the broth incrementally like this because the flavors of the beef and radish infuse better this way with a deeper flavor. Don't ask why or how because I don't really know. This is honestly how I learned it and I just trust the recipe. If anyone knows the science behind this, please let me know in the comments. So once you add all of the broth, you're gonna see some foam that comes up on the top. Make sure you remove that foam with a spoon or with a colander. And then add a clove of minced or grated garlic. Add your chopped scallions. And don't forget to taste the soup and add more salt as you need to. Since it really is up to you how much radish or beef you're adding, it's really important to taste the soup in the end after you've added everything and salt to taste. Close the lid and boil for a total of at least 20 minutes. So this is my ultimate favorite comfort food. Like I said, it's not something found in restaurants, but something I grew up eating in very ordinary settings like my grandma's home or at a church cafeteria or for breakfast. So when I eat this, it's not like I think of a particular memory or of a person. It's a general feeling that tells me that I'm home. Whether you're going to make this or not, I hope you enjoyed this video. I usually have to edit shorter, quicker edits because it's easier to digest for the public, but for this one, it's special to me and I wanted to take it slow and enjoy every step of the process. And if you're gonna make it, congratulations! The recipe is so simple that you'll know how to make this by heart in no time. What's a dish that means the same thing to you? A dish that is so comforting, a dish that says home. And what culture or country is it from? Share your story in the comments and subscribe to my channel for more of these recipes. Thanks for watching and enjoy!